Hello my friends, welcome to Internet Electronic channel. This is Uncle Misha. Today we found very interesting multimeter. I couldn't resist not to buy in Value Village. It was like $7.99 for Micronta 25 range folding multi-tester it called. Pretty cool. Case closes for protection during transportation and storage. Fused and overload protected, which is quite important actually. And here there's something all in French. So let's see what we got. Obviously very crusty box, and we got a multimeter. Looks like it's quite it's a bit used. And we got some probes. Oh, there's something else here. There are there is a fuse and a bit of a wire. It's probably some kind of gift from the past. Like fuse we're gonna keep out. There is no user manual, unfortunately. So oh, it's probably in French again. Mirrored scale, 4-position detent hinge, includes test leads. Nice. Look at that beauty. It's actually, well, it's very dusty, but okay, let's keep it around here. But it's actually, I mean, it's quite dusty, but I don't think it's in bad shape. It's actually in pretty good shape. Wow. So I don't have any specs, and doesn't say too much, but it says here. It says 25 range folding material, and then it says this interesting thing. 20,000 ohms per volt DC and 10,000 ohms per volt AC. Very interesting. I'd like to find some specs for this guy, but I think this is determines the yeah, here it says the same. It determines the voltage capability of this thing. So this is our what? Common. This is volt. It has 600 volt AC, 300 volt DC. This is this, and then here is 600 volt DC, and then here there is high voltage is 1200 volt DC and 4 hours. So this thing is pretty beefy and can measure only volt, as I understand, DC or AC, ohms and amps. Pretty cool. Oh, it has battery compartment. Let me see what's going on here. Hope it's not. Oh, that sucks. Look at that. It's all oxidized. So before we go and start poking some batteries in, looks like it's just only one AA. We have to clean this up. It has 250 volt 0.5 amp fuse here. So half an amp. That's cool. And here is another one like that, I assume. Yes, to 250 volt, half an amp fuse. Really simple, regular fuse. Nothing this slow blow and stuff like that. I'm curious, what is this, like serial number? So yeah, oh yeah, and the model is 22211 Micronta. So yes, so I have to clean this up before I proceed, because I cannot leave this one. So, and if we are here, probably gonna be mini tear or just regular teardown. Yeah. Well, obviously I can test the try at least. How do you call it? Oh yeah, here's the detent, so it can go like this, and like this. Oh. Very nice. All right, so yeah, obviously battery is needed for ohms. So we can just go ahead and clean this up, and then we're gonna play with the multimeter itself, or multi-tester as they call it. Let me take a appropriate screwdriver. Looks like we have 2 screws. One here, another is right under the fuse. I'm gonna pop the fuse gently. doesn't want to open it because it'll be so much easier. I cannot do this with the... I hope it doesn't have any... Okay, so what next? Hope it doesn't have any screws under this label. It'd be very unfortunate to ruin it. Turned out to be, it's very easy. You just press here and all this moves out. Yeah, good luck finding that's not straightforward at all. And all this contraption just pops out, which is nice actually. It's nice construction. Let me gently... Here we are. This is how it... Nice. Look at this cute stuff. So now it's much easier. Oops. Now it's much easier to clean up this contact. I can just probably totally desolder it. Let's just take it separately and just clean it up very nicely. Also, I'll probably... No, it's actually pretty nice and clean here. Except, yeah, this is glue. Yeah, it's nothing too bad, not much, no leak. So this just corroded here, and that's it. Some probably Micronta resistors, some capacitors. I don't see much of a electronic going on here. So there are some trimmers, diodes. I don't even know if it has transistors here. I don't know, I don't see really the current shunt, not now at least. Looks like these lamels are relatively in good shape. I will give them a clean, this contact cleaner, but I don't think they are really needed to be cleaned. Yeah, so on the perimeter here, around the board, I see only like... Where does this come from? Okay. Yeah, there is only like, well, these are rectification diodes right here. It's a little teeny tiny, I don't know what kind of diode is this. Just right here. And that's it. I see no transistors. So it doesn't really need any amplification or switching. Yeah, obviously I need to find the schematic, but this is it. This is all the brain of this little guy. And looks like it's kind of secured here, and in order to unscrew, I can unscrew all this tree, but I'm not really sure if I can, how it's gonna go apart. So because, I mean, I can unscrew this guy, take this out, but I don't think I have to. So let me deal with this. So I'm gonna unsolder this, clean it up, solder it back, and we will continue. Okay, but the magic of video editing, we actually have it done in a second. But yes, it took me a few minutes to clean this up and resolder back in. So let's just like put that back in here. I saw some unwanted corrosion elements. Oh wow. I don't think I need soldering iron anymore. And let's repeat. I think this has to be, yeah, just like this. Let's put our fuse back on. I'm not sure which one, but let's say this one. Fuse is on. AA battery goes in here. Oops. Yes, that's not supposed to repeat. Not supposed to happen, I mean. Just like this. Oh, I have an interesting idea. Before we do this, let's do the following. Right, so we have a battery, right? DC. Let's see how this measures DC. Oh, speaking about, sorry. So those sockets are just straight up sockets. It looks like they're actually good quality, but they are not split, obviously. This thing not gonna know that you are inserted something appropriately, but for such a simple multi-tester, I don't think it matters. So we switch, it's off right now. Then we go to VDC. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, okay, this is how it works. And we go DC amps, DC volts, 3. So full scale 3 volt. Let's measure. Wow, that's a bit of a crooked. So looks like someone burned it. Yeps. So 1.5, roughly 1.5 volt, because full scale is 3 volt. It's not too bad. It works and it shows 3 volt. Oh, sorry, 1.5 volt. Let's just put this in, close this up. Okay, so now let's try to do some tests with the ohms range. Okay, gonna do common. I have here a my kind of reference, which consists of V-shape precision resistors of precision of 0.005%, which is actually pretty schmick. Okay, let's switch to. So for as far as I understand, RX1, why is so crooked? RX1 means the whole scale pretty much 1-to-1, as far as I understand. Yeah, those are essentially multipliers. Okay, let's do 100 ohms. First of all, let's zero it. Oh, okay, 0. And let's do 100 ohms. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Yeah, that's weird. Oh, okay, so I think we have a little bit of a we may have a problem here, so it actually does need cleanup. Maybe I did pack it up prematurely. Huh, look at this. It's just hunting all over the place, unless there is a bad contact here. No, it's not. Well, and 1x, it's supposed to show 100. Yeah, this is what's supposed to show. Yeah, it looks like we have a little bit of an issue with this switch here. Okay, let's do... Okay, let's zero it up. I see. Okay. Let's measure 20 kilo ohm. Yeah, okay. So this is how it's supposed to be. So 20 kilo ohm here. Okay, and 100 ohms. Obviously it's almost like nothing. 10, that's correct. 1x, yeah, so 1x switch has the issue. This one works fine-ish. Well, to be sure, we have to like zero it again. Roughly there. All right, so yeah, I have to take it apart again and test the and clean up over here. But let's play with voltage here. Okay, let's put my bench power supply. At the moment, it's at 24 volt. Let's switch it to 10 volt just for giggles. 10 volt. Okay, let's switch to DC. There's our DC. 15. We have 10 volt and 15. Let's just plop it here. Well, it's sort of at 10 volt. It's not quite right there, but yeah, it's supposed to be at this line, but it's a bit higher. So let's do it 60 range. Oh, it's actually lower, sorry. Increased this way, it's like a little bit lower. So at 60, that's more close to 10 volt, alright. And 300, not gonna show any much. 15, yeah, it's like 9.8. It's actually 9 volt. Yeah, showing 9 volt. Let's do 5. 5. Yeah, closer to 5 volt. Okay, that's working. So with AC, a little bit harder to test because the only AC source I have is this guy. Well, of course I can measure the power outlet, but I have that guy too. So we have 16 and 18 volt AC. Let's see what this guy says. I can switch it to 60. So it's 60 range. Yeah, it's actually around correct. 18 volt. Let's do 16. So that's a bit too high. It's still kind of close to 18. It's like showing. Yeah, it is actually 16. Yep. Yeah, it's correct. It's working fine. It's working fine. And for 220, I have to. Okay, I'm just like plopping here in my power outlet. Sorry, 220, 120. And we are at 150 volt range, which is not depicted here. So, but everything is 150. Let's say 15. Okay, so this is 10. It's 124, something like that. 130 showing. Yep, this guy is working. All right. So what do we have? We have pretty much an operational, pretty cool multimeter or multitester, it says, from Micronta. Apparently, it looks like it's made in Korea. I'm just curious, does it say anything somewhere here? Yeah, trademark of Radio Shack Division, Tandy Corporation, made in Korea, distributed in Canada by Tandy Electronic Limited, Barrie, Ontario, and there is a zip code. That's pretty cool. So it's actually made in Korea. It's very nice, a good quality. So the only thing which is left to me to do right now is to actually pop this thing out again after I remove battery, apparently. Clean up those switches with contact cleaner, and we are good. And actually clean up here because it just collected a little bit of dust. That's easy to do with the microfiber cloth. Yeah, that's very easy to do. Much cleaner now. A little bit here, a little bit here. Sure. If ever gonna happen the nuclear strike, this thing will survive, I believe. Even though it has 2 or 4 diodes, I'm not sure, it's really hard to say. It has 3 diodes, 2 for sure, and third one I don't remember. Sorry, I don't remember if there is a full rectification or diode bridge or just 2 diodes for rectification. But those might survive. So EMP. So it's good to have something very, very simple like that around the house, right? So yeah, so I'll continue. I will clean quickly. Oh, forgot about this guy. fuse. Probably people are screaming at me like, right, don't forget the fuse. Very easy to access. Let me see, where's that ohms range. 1x. Doesn't look too bad. I'm not sure what's going on here, but first you're gonna use the alcohol because it's way less stinky stuff than contact cleaner here in the basement. Let's see, nothing really. A bit of oxidation, but not too bad. The little cotton threads still have like a little bit of fibers in them, so I mean they are a little bit abrasive. The cotton, I believe, the cotton fibers are still good to do even that. Just like. Okay, let me just pull up the battery and see if this was any effect. Yeah, what's the polarity? Let me double check the polarity. Negative. Negative is here. Oh yeah, it doesn't even hold properly. Looks like it, oh yeah, the fuse. What? Really? Okay, looks like I have to just plop it back in because battery is not keeping. Very smart of me. Yeah. A bit better now, I think. No. Alright, so yeah, I would have to use probably contact cleaner because it looks like it's not cooperating. Alright guys, I think that's gonna be it for now. I will spare you your precious time watching me contact cleaning this guy. So definitely need some contact cleaning, and after that we will be good to go. No point to close this up. So guys, I think this is pretty cool. Little review of this vintage clamshell multimeter, which I never seen before, and I think it's pretty cool, especially that you can assemble it like this. And because it's a clamshell format, it has pretty big movement, pretty nice and big in comparison. If you want to have portable multimeter like this, it would have to be like pretty much smaller, like tiny, but the movement could be much smaller. This movement is pretty big. The fact is it's folds like this make it pretty compact, portable, but at the same time it's pretty nice and big movement. So I think that's gonna be it. I really like this cute little device. I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna like sell it or give it up. I like it a lot. I think it's nice and cool and actually quite unique. So yeah, and if you kind of fold it like this, you can keep it around the car, for example. That's nice. It'd be nice to also have a like a little bag for it, but to have also probes sitting in there, because probes are kind of hanging around. But nevertheless, that's pretty cool. And there is even a little strap here. Nice. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying with me, and please tune up for more videos. They are pretty, I'm issuing videos pretty regularly, and I hope that's useful. If it's useful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Be happy to hear from you. Stay safe and ciao.